Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Birthday Girl, Banshee. It's me with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Actually, since there's no happy hour on my birthday because we're reading cards somewhere, we're filming this on the 18th. Right before my big day. And sadly, Aries season will now be over, and we'll be moving along into Taurus season. It's been a wild ride. All right, so the card for the collective today is going to be from, again, the Business Astrology Oracle by Catherine Hacking. All right. One more time. All right. Give him a good shuffle. Gave him a good cut already. Let's do it again. Well, it's the North Node, and it's about purpose. All right. And that is number 40. The keywords are destiny and fate. You are being asked to look beyond the day-to-day and tune into the highest purpose of your work or your business. In business astrology, the North Node represents your company's highest level purpose, which can reach far into the future. The purpose is not always easy to attain, but you can approach it with a sense of wonder. It is important to remind yourself that, like Rome, your business can't be built in a day, but you do need to stay connected to its ultimate vision and purpose. So, for you people who are in business for yourself, ask yourself, when I started my business, what was I most driven for it to do, to be, or create? Why was this so important to me? Have I lost sight of my original intentions for my business? Have I wandered too far from the path of business's true raison d'etre? How do you say that? It's French, isn't it? Raison d'etre? D'etre?
Raison d'etre.
D'etre. Okay.
Something like that.
It's reason to be. And the affirmation should be, I pursue my business's true purpose with wonder and delight. That should go for even those who are in a profession, in a career. You know, you really do want to pursue the true purpose. What is your true purpose in what you do? We've got to have a purpose. And I mean, obviously for a lot of us, it's just to make ends meet. You need a job. But, you know, do you align with what your company is doing? Are you all in on what you're doing? It's really important to find the value and the purpose in what you do. Whether you're in business for yourself or, you know, you're in a career, whatever. Hey, even those of you in a college program, what is your true purpose? What do you hope to gain out of that education? And where do you see yourself career-wise moving forward? What is your true purpose? All right. That's what I have for the collective. What is the true purpose of all the economic craziness going on? Greed? Bad decision making? I don't know. But the tariff war continues. Some things have been put on hold once more. The Chinese tariffs went up, but yet then there were some exceptions for some electronics, which then we were told would only be temporary. Just all kinds of stuff still going on. The job picture in the U.S. apparently is still not that bad. There's not registering a lot of the unemployment yet that's being driven by all the cuts in federal government. And other companies that may be downsizing. But things are up. And also I have to say, big box businesses are suffering, a lot of boycotts. A lot of boycotts are going on. And they're also dealing with the fallout, big and small businesses, of the Chinese tariffs and how, to work around them or, work beyond them. So it's a tough scenario right now economically. Not much has changed in that regard. The stock market is kind of in a semi, it's up and down, it still hasn't recovered from some of the other, days when they really went down because of the tariff news and stuff like that. So that's what I have for the collective. A lot of stuff there to process. And it does have implications worldwide as other countries are making agreements amongst themselves, keeping the U.S. out of the loop. The dollar is being devalued as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know you did not want to interrupt my spiel. All right. Forgot to put the card away. So.
There was nothing in it for me.
And is that the second time in a row I forgot to do that? I believe it
Who's counting?
Me. All right.
Me too.
I'm sure you are. All right. Hey, my fellow Aries. Hasn't it been a fun Aries season? Sun, moon, and rising. This reading's for you for... Oh, did I forget something? I forgot the astrology.
You're welcome, producer.
What would I do without him today?
Better.
Yeah, probably. So you know what? This reading that I'm about to do is good for the week of April 20th through 26th. That the moon during that time will be transiting from Capricorn into Aquarius on April 20th, into Aries on April 26th. So the only other thing I have going on here is the holidays. Easter, Orthodox Easter, Passover ends. It all happens Sunday, April 20th. To all who celebrate, happiness to you, blessings to you, and may the Easter Bunny make a lot of kids happy. All right. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I was saying, wild Aries season. We had to deal with that pesky Mercury retrograde. That didn't help. Let's see what's going on in our world. Oh, boo. We're sad that Aries season is over. It's the Five of Cups. Oh, well. All good things must come to an end, right? And it's the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is reversed. 2 5s. Can we make it 3? No, we can't. But it's the Seven of Swords reversed. Very interesting read here, Aries. Wow. Some revelation. I'm going this way. Some revelations that occur, some information that is revealed or ferreted out or found out. It sounds like a workplace thing, but it could be, other matters as well. Whatever the information is, it's causing, it caused some conflict. It caused some disturbances. It's going to cause some disturbances. And you're going to feel like you just don't want any part of this, you know. You're going to try to keep your nose out of it. That may be very hard to do, and it's putting you in a very stressful, disappointing place right now. You know, you're sort of wondering, you're looking at that the remaining cups, or the fallout, remaining things that are left, and wondering if it's really worth your while to stay. Wondering if it's maybe time to move on to something else. But you're kind of stuck right now. You feel kind of stuck, and you're wallowing in the disappointment from the fallout from this. Is it some news of some projected layoffs coming? Is it some financial downturn? Does it have to do with the up and down, you know, tariff situation and how to manage it? Whatever the case may be, there's going to be arguments, discord, and a very unsettled workplace or situation. You're going to want to let it go. Oh. Hey, happy birthday to the Tauruses. Tauruses, sun, moon, rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Well, you've got the Seven of Pentacles upright. You have Judgment upright, reversed, I'm sorry. And you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. You know what, Tauruses? Things are definitely out of balance, you know, whether it's, you know, your financials, more money going out than coming in. It could also be your stocks, your investments, up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't know whether they're coming or going. You know, I never want to say it's too late to make the changes you need to make, but it almost seems like you missed an opportunity to either move your money, protect your assets, get things prepared for the coming of the tariffs, and, you know, you may not have done it. So now I'm wondering here if you should just take a wait and see attitude. You know, you're kind of stepping back. Maybe step back this week and determine what your next move should be. But clearly you cannot maintain this position, you know, and expect to be profitable. You're going to have to make some moves. So I wish you luck with that. Hey, Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Okay. Shuffle. Failure. They're sticking together. A little humid up here. We had a nice warm day today. My goodness. Almost like summer, early summer. All right, Gemini. No, I want to do that. Got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is reversed. Queen of Cups is upright. Queen of Wands is upright. Well, be careful of the decisions and the moves you make this week. Make sure your head is in the right place. And, you know, the Queen of Wands is a very flashy kind of character here. Make sure that your ego's in place, you know, in the right place. I think with the Queen of Wands, it will be. So just understand here that, you know, the moves you make, you need to be really grounded and not allow your emotions to be getting the better of you. You know, this is a sign that if you're stable and you know, you are determined and you show a little courage here, you'll be able to make the right choices and decisions, you know. Maybe this is a time, maybe with the Knight of Swords reversed, this is just saying this is not a time to behave recklessly. This is not a time to make careless mistakes. You need to be focused and you need to be calm as you determine what's the best way for you forward through this. How can you really grow? How can you really be successful? Good luck with that. Hey, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Readings for you for the week ahead. Okay. Cancer's got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords upright. Seven of Pentacles is back upright. Ah. Well, let's see what that next card is going to be. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is upright. Thank goodness for that. This is a time of high anxiety for you, Cancers. You know, whether you're with your investments, you're worried about your job security, you're worried about maybe the prices, everything increasing, and this might be a time to just hold back on stuff. Maybe, you know, a lot of people now are fear buying, you know, cars and different things because of the tariffs. But maybe for you, this might be a smart idea to hold back. You know, hold back a little bit and think about what your next moves are going to be. You don't want to do the wrong thing at the wrong time. So step back and make sure that, you know, you're not acting out of a place of fear, that you're acting out of a place of, you know, somebody who wants to win, all right? Somebody who wants to win. Somebody who also should be looking for support from others right now that can help guide them to that victory. So lay low. Lay low until you can find the support you need, and then it will be time to make your move. Good luck. Hey, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Got the Page of Swords upright. Nice. Have the Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Queen of Cups is reversed. You know, this is an emotionally difficult time for you right now. You may be in the process of recovering some losses, whether it's financial. Maybe some of you are just getting on your feet again, getting a new job, etc. Communicate a more positive attitude to the world. This is you, but you want to show that you made it through. You want to show that you are in control. You want to show that you found, you know, solutions to your life issues. I feel here that also this could be saying that through communications, you've made this recovery possible. It may be here that even though, you know, you didn't let your emotions get too overwhelming and you were able to get to work putting out the communications you needed to make things right again, whether it was moving your money or whether it was finding a new job. So, good luck with that. Hey, Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You have the Eight of Cups reversed, Virgos. You have the Six of Pentacles upright. You, Virgos, have a pretty good week ahead. The Star is upright as well. Okay, well, I don't know if I told you this last week. It almost seems familiar to me, Virgos, but it may have been somebody else. And I would just say to you that maybe stay where you are right now. Stay where you are right now, you know, maybe work on things to tweak your finances a little bit, but the reason I'm telling you to stay where you are is you're in a fairly decent place. You know, a lot of people aren't even breaking even, but this shows kind of a breaking even sort of spirit here, and that there's hope. You feel hopeful about where things are going, that, you know, if maybe you just stay where you are and you tweak a few things, you can keep the progress, you know, going and the good times rolling. And so that Six of Pentacles too could indicate to me that maybe you're in a position right now to give a hand to others, you know, to maybe try to help them through some difficult times themselves. The generosity that you give to others will come back to you. It's one of those cards of reciprocity. So whatever you're putting out right now, Virgos, you will be getting back. Good luck with that. Hey, Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Libra, you start with the Emperor reversed. You also have the Sun reversed, two major arcana reversed. Wow, let's make that three. Three major arcana reversed. The Moon is also reversed. Well, I think you're going to find out that, you know, there's revelations this week to come from what's happening here. And I think that you would probably have done a lot better this week if you had really stayed on top of things, had control of a situation, or took control of a situation instead of, you know, letting it flounder. But that being said, this doesn't mean that if you're a boss, for example, that you should be micromanaging anyone. People don't like that, and it wouldn't go well for you to do so. And don't get too nitpicky with what you're looking at right now, whether it's your financials, whether it's your business stuff. Don't get too nitpicky. The Sun reversed is saying if you have a little bit more control and you come up with a plan, it seems like you don't have a good plan right now. You're only going to achieve modest success because of that. So this will be a revelation to you, you know, to going forward, start making plans. Start making plans, and when you do, come up with alternate plans as well, alternate scenarios, because in this ever-changing environment, we're not really sure what tomorrow will bring. Good luck with that, Libras. Oh boy. Well, who are we on? Who are we on?
Scorpio.
What was that?
Scorpio.
Oh, it's that moany.
Scorpio!
It's that moany, groany, cranky sign of Scorpio.
Scorpio.
I'm sorry, Scorpios. You are not all like that.
My mother was.
That's true. Sun, Moon, and Rising. This reading's for you. You quit throwing your mother under the bus.
She likes any attention she gets.
Maybe true. All right. Oh, why so sad, Scorpios? Look at that. You've got the Three of Swords upright. Boy, it's real sad. Now you've got the Ace of Cups reversed as well. And the Three of Pentacles is upright. Getting an interesting picture here for some of the Scorpios. I'm going to go with this first. And I feel that, you know, there's some sorrow here attached to disappointment, sorrow, grief over having to leave something behind. So, you know, whether it was your own business where everybody was getting along and working together well, or, you know, if your department got laid off in the government in particular, but also in other businesses that are laying off right now, it may have separated a really good, hardworking team or situation. And you're feeling really despondent about this. You can't understand why you had to incur this loss. This could also go another way for me, that because you are incurring a loss right now, maybe there are other people, former colleagues, or, you know, if you lost your job, or some people in the financial world who want to help you out, you know, want to help you out of this disappointing situation. Whether you lost money, whether you're losing your house or home, whether you lost a job, somebody might be there to want to support and help you and work with you on getting things back on track. So that's a positive if that's the case. All right, Scorpios, good luck either way with that. Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, is reading for you for the week ahead. Sagittarians start with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is upright. You have the Hierophant reversed. Oh, two sixes. We got the Six of Pentacles. We had something, two of something earlier, fives, and now we have two sixes. Six of Pentacles upright. So, you know, I think here there's a blending of old and new going on here in your world. You know, maybe some old procedures are being upgraded with some new technology, so some changes have to be made. It's possible here, too, that maybe, you know, the good old days were great, but we can't hang on to them forever. So, you know, you might be able to take some good ideas from the past and incorporate it into these crazy, radically different times we are experiencing today, in order to achieve, you know, some balance and stability in your financial affairs, to put you in a good position. To put you in a good position, you know, we have to reinvent things. We have to think of new ways of doing things. We have to think of new ways of approaching, you know, this economy that's ever changing too. And taking some of the ideas from the past that work and blending it with some new seems like a thing that could be, you know, balancing. It could be balancing. You know, we're seeing right now a lot of this let's throw it all away mentality and start and build it up again, you know, build it up differently. No, there were some things that were actually good from the past. It shouldn't just be thrown away for the sake of throwing them away. But that's what I have for you, Sagittarians. Good luck with that. Hey, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's reading for you for the week ahead. Well, let's hope this week is successful for you. Then again, when are you Capricorns not successful? You've got the Two of Wands reversed. Four of Pentacles is upright. Knight of Wands is upright. Well, again, when we see the Two of Wands, you know, I think in terms of maybe having to start over again with some plans, some goals that you have. Maybe you have to think outside the box now in order to find, you know, a place in the business world, find employment, keep your business flowing through these difficult times and navigating, you know, some of the cost increases that either you have to pass on to customers or incur for yourself. This is a time to, you know, really evaluate, you know, where you are financially. How are your material affairs doing? Do you need to hold back more on spending, or do you need to release more funds? Do you need to let go? Are you holding on too tightly right now? You need to do something different. The Knight of Wands wants you to take some action here on this. And so whether it's about looking for a new employment to make you feel like, you know, you're being valued, a place you work at that values you, or whether this is about your money and where you should keep it, move it, invest, whether you should put it into a business plan right now, a new business venture. Be careful. Be careful. You have to make a move, but make sure it's the right one for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is upright. Oh. You've got the Nine of Swords upright. I was just thinking of this card, and I'll explain why in a minute. Nine of Swords upright. And you've got the Four of Swords upright. All upright cards, but you know, sometimes upright is not necessarily a good thing. There is a cautionary tale here for you guys, for Aquarius. Boy, you are just swimming in self-doubt right now. You know, you're surrounded by self-doubt, an inability to trust your own judgment at this time. You really aren't sure what moves are safe to make or not. And it's high anxiety for you. Look at that. The Nine of Swords is following this. And we also had the Nine of Swords in a previous reading. And it seems to me in some of these readings, fear and anxiety is a factor this week ahead. And so you have to are you blowing things out of proportion, or are these fears real? Has something hit home? You know, you're getting letters possibly about having to be, you know, being laid off your job, having to leave a job. You might be getting letters, other strange things, you never know in this environment. And you're fearful. You're fearful of making a move. There's a lot of immigrants, for example, that may be fearing going to work, that they're afraid they're going to be deported for just their everyday, going through their everyday lives. So this may be a time you want to lay low, and maybe it's warranted. You know, you don't want to do anything when you're in this high state of anxiety. Get some rest. Try to refresh yourself, get your mind off of your problems, and, you know, try to approach this with a better attitude, whatever you're going through. Fear, when you operate out of a place of fear, you're liable to make some mistakes you might regret. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You've got the King of Cups. King of Cups is reversed. Six of Wands is upright. Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Wow, Pisces, you've got a lot of interesting stuff here. Now, Six of Wands could indicate a victory of some sort. You seem to have some support, but it may be short-lived because somebody's not happy about what you've done, what you've accomplished, what you're trying to do, and they may try to put some roadblocks in your path. You know, it looks like this might not be a week of growth for you. Be careful how you move or manage your money. Success may come to you through people that you trust that support you. I get the feeling here there could be some jealousy in the workplace. There could be some things going on here that could be muting your victory somewhat and making it feel less than what it is. So be careful. Don't do anything that would put your job or your money in jeopardy due to, you know, somebody not appreciating what you're doing. The other factor here that I want to say, Pisces, is that it could be you. Maybe you've had this victory and success, but you feel it's really hasn't changed anything appreciably in your life. There's no growth from this, and it's making you feel a little depressed and despondent. Don't get yourself too upset. It's really, really going to be hard for a lot of people to get ahead during these crazy times. So just try to keep your head above water and go with the flow as best you can. All right, that's the readings for the signs. So I'm going to talk about some of our shows because we've got stuff coming. On Sunday is going to be, Sunday or Monday, is going to be our Unhappy Hour show because the fourth quarter moon is Sunday night. And so we will possibly get it out that night, or it might be the morning after. So the Unhappy Hour show is every fourth quarter moon, and will give you ways to turn some of this negative stuff that we're even seeing today, some of these frowns, upside down. And it's for the elemental signs of the Zodiac, and we also do one for the world. So look for that video coming out very soon. And on Sunday, after my show, we have a live show, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ask any question. Get there early. All right. And on Wednesday is Mr. Rosegoth Tarot. Find out about the shadow side of life, won't you? And he does that video at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday mornings. You can watch it anytime. And then on Thursday, we have another live show. Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can ask any question. Get there early, please. Some of our latecomers we've had to turn away recently. So try to get there early to get on the list and get a reading. 7 to 9 p.m. And on Friday, are we ready for Mr. O's emotional exchanges?
Never works for you. I don't know why, but it works for me. There we go.
Yay! Hearts for Mr. O. Join him as he talks about love, romance, and all things interpersonal.
Love stinks.
Okay. Love stinks.
Yeah,
all things
yeah.
interpersonal in your life. Sex at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join him. And watch that video when you can because, hey, I'm not even up at 7 a.m. True fact. Okay. So, Saturday, happy hour is when, Mr. O?
Probably it's normal.
I think it's at its normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and get a happy message for your week ahead. Guaranteed. All right, that's it. I'm sorry I didn't have better news this week. It seems like it's been 3 weeks of some real negative stuff. I want everybody to take care of themselves during these times and hope to have better news for you next week. Bye for now.